Working out whether a piece is in a major or minor key just by looking at the sheet music when you can't hear it is difficult. Let me show you the easiest way. Let's take a look first at how key signatures work. A key signature goes at the start of a piece of music and tells us in what key the piece is written. Key signatures contain sharps or flats, but never sharps and flats. The sharps or flats need to be arranged in a particular order, as shown here. You cannot have a C sharp in a key signature without having an F sharp too, because that's the order of the sharps. In the same way, you can't have an E flat and an A flat in a key signature without having a B flat too, because that's the order of the flats. So, how do we tell if it's in a major or a minor key? Is this piece in a major or minor key? Instead of adding a key signature, each of the sharp or flat notes have been identified in the piece by writing the sharp or flat sign in front of the individual notes. So we need to use this information to try to work out in which key this piece is written. Can you see that this piece has a mixture of sharps and flats? As we know, key signatures only contain sharps or flats. Therefore, one of these notes is an added note and not in the key signature. To find out which note is in the key signature and which is the added note, we need to check the order of sharps and flats. The note C sharp can't be in the key signature as it would need to be preceded by F sharp. Therefore, the key signature note has to be B flat, as that comes first in the order of flats. So the key signature of this piece is B flat. But what about the C sharp? We will come back to this later. Time to identify which key signature contains a B flat. All of my students use this minor keys diagram to instantly identify a minor key. We can see immediately that the minor key containing one flat, B flat, is D minor. I have a really easy method you can use to memorise this minor scales diagram. The link to the video is in the description. Now let's deal with the C sharp. Minor keys, like major keys, have a key signature containing sharps and flats, but minor keys can also have added sharps or flats. Let's take a look at the three different minor scales. We've got the natural minor, the harmonic minor, and the melodic minor. So what added sharps or flats do these scales contain? The natural minor has no added sharps or flats. The harmonic minor has the seventh note of the scale raised by one semitone, and the melodic minor has the sixth and seventh notes of the scale raised by one semitone when ascending and return to their pre-raised state when descending. This means that the descending version of the melodic minor is the same as the descending version of the natural minor. Let's check what each of these scales look like and why our piece has an added C sharp. D natural minor and the descending melodic minor have B flat as part of their key signature. There are no other sharps or flats added. D harmonic minor has an added C sharp, as we have to raise the seventh note by one semitone. For D melodic minor ascending, we have to raise the sixth and seventh notes by one semitone, so the B flat becomes a B natural, and the C becomes a C sharp. So the note C sharp is actually the raised seventh. If the seventh note is C sharp, and the following note, the eighth note and the key note is D, then it's easy to see that this piece is written in D minor. It's interesting to note that when composing in a minor key, composers generally use both the harmonic and melodic minor scales, often alongside the natural minor, rather than just choosing one. What happens for music whose key is more difficult to identify? If you were given the question, in which major or minor key is this piece written, what answer would you choose? Let's name the sharps. This piece contains F sharp, C sharp and A sharp. If we circle these sharps on the order of sharps, F sharp, C sharp and A sharp, we find that we have 2 missing, G sharp and D sharp, so therefore this can't be a major key. This must be a minor key, with the key signature of F sharp and C sharp and the raised 7th of A sharp. To identify the key, we can either go up 1 semitone from the raised 7th note of A sharp to identify the key as B minor, or we can check on our minor keys diagram to see which key has the key signature with 2 sharps. We were correct. The key is B minor. I have put the links to the instructional minor keys diagram video in the description. You might also like to view the major keys instructional diagram video in the description. This shows you the easy way to learn how to memorize the major keys diagram and how to use it. Thank you for watching.